Hello, how are you? This is Master Jo Ching. Thanks for watching this video. Today I'm going to share with you something interesting. Alright. You see, recently I have been receiving questions from some clients asking about their career options. And some of these questions actually were asking about whether they can go into full-time investment. Or even started off with, part-time investment first. Like, for example, some of them actually took up FOREX courses, stocks and share courses, and they want to, enhance their wealth. So, and some of them are also getting very bored and burnt out in the corporate world. So eventually, they hope that they can go into part-time first, and when the income gets better, they hope that they can quit their current job and then venture full-time into professional trading. Alright. So, this client actually asked me, Master, can I go into full-time trading? He's actually in his early 30s. And his interest has been, financial investment. And he has studied finances. He has taken stocks trading course, FOREX trading course, and he's quite burnt out basically in this with his current job. So he asked me this, and in this instance, instead of checking his 八字 chart, because before that we were discussing about his 八字 chart on other area. So when he popped this question, I actually plot his Vedic chart to have a deeper analysis. Why? Because in the Vedic Astrology chart, anyone is able to find out his investment luck in stocks and shares from the 5th house, as well as windfall luck from the 8th house. You see, Vedic Astrology actually is designed, alright, it does cater for anybody to actually examine and analyze his or her own so-called windfall luck, investment luck, as well as money from those areas. Alright, so I thought it was a perfect tool to answer the client's question. In this video, I will also encourage you to plot out your own Vedic Astrology chart to find out more about your wealth luck in those areas. And there are many actually free Vedic Astrology chart calculator online or apps that you can download onto your Android or your iOS platform. For this exercise, I will use astrosage.com because it is free to use. So let me show you. You can go to this website, www.astrosage.com. You enter your birth details inside here. For example, I'm actually using Donald Trump, okay, in this case. So you key in here. Alright, then you click Get Kundali. So after that, there will be this page that pop out. What you need to do is that you click here in red here to generate your chart. Okay, so you'll go into this page and you have something that looks like this, the Lagna chart. So this thing, Lagna chart, okay, please do not look at this Navamsha chart. Lagna chart represents your natal chart, your Vedic natal chart, alright? So in this instance, because I have keyed in Donald Trump's chart, this is the Vedic natal chart of Donald Trump. Okay, first I will share with you shortly about the basic way of reading a chart like this. So I will urge you to make your own Vedic natal chart to at least find out a bit more about yourself. So with regard to this Lagna chart, okay, this is how the Vedic astrologer in the past present the chart in this way. Okay, and we are actually adopting the North Indian Vedic chart, which actually look like this. Okay, it has actually 12 houses. So let me just go through with you. This is your ascendant, or otherwise known as your first house. And then we go anti-clockwise. Second house. Third house. Look at my cursor. Then this one is the 4th house. And then this one is 5th house, 6th house, 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house. Alright? If you check the numbers here, right? Like first house, you have a number 5 here. Second house, you have a 6 here. Third house, you have a 7 here. So what this means is actually the so-called the short form. Instead of spelling it out, these numbers actually represent the astrological sign. So just help me to take a look at the table on the right hand side here. Okay, so number 5 here represent Leo. Alright, number 6 here represent Virgo. So basically this chart belongs to Donald Trump. You can say that Donald Trump, first house, or his ascendant, which is himself, he belongs to Leo. Alright, he belongs to Leo. Okay. Then his second house is labeled with this number 6, is actually Virgo, and so on and so forth. Okay. So the number in every house refers to an astrological sign, or you call the horoscope sign. Everyone is different. Yours could start with something, maybe number 1, or number 2, or number 3. Alright? So you got to check against the table on the right hand side here to find out your astrological sign. And you might be a bit surprised to find out that, hey, I thought I was a Cancer, sorry. Why over here I'm actually a Leo? That's because currently what you are going through now is Vedic Astrology chart, which is different from the normal Western astrology chart about the sun sign. You know, what you probably know is that because you are born between 21st March to, let's say, 20th April, you belong to Aries. But that is actually under Western astrology. Okay, and they are only looking at the sun sign. That means when you are born, where is your sun located? In this case, we are looking more in depth. We are using Vedic astrology, which is actually invented, we can say that originates from India. The way they plot the chart is a bit different. And of course, the way they put in the planets, they calculate the position of the constellations are different. We will not go too in-depth into the technical aspects, alright? So in the birth Donald Trump chart, at the top middle house, which is this one, it is known as the first house or ascendant, because that's the part when sun rise. And of course, sunset will be opposite house, labeled with number 11, which means Aquarius. Alright? And besides the numbers, you also see all these so-called acronyms like MA. So now I can go through with you. MA means Mars. JU is Jupiter. NE is Neptune. But in the study of Vedic astrology, we do not look at Neptune. Because Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, they are known as the modern planets. So the ancient Indian astrologer, they do not factor that into their analysis. KE is Ketu, spells Ketu. We'll go through it later on to tell you what's the meaning. MO is Moon, alright, and UR is Uranus, but we're not going to care about that. SU is Sun, RA is Rahu, ME is Mercury, PL is Pluto, VE is Venus, SA is Saturn. Okay, so recap 12 houses in your natal chart. First house, second house, go in an anti-clockwise manner. Third house, fourth, fifth. And of course, every house represents something. There's a meaning. It carries certain meanings, certain attributes, represent different aspects of your life. Alright, like for example, first house represents you, your physique, your health. And opposite house is actually your house or spouse. It governs your marriage quality. It governs your business partnership as well. And as mentioned just now, 5th house represent your stocks and shares investment luck. Besides that, it also talks about, for example, your children, your creativity, and your love. It's also your love house. A bit different from the marriage house though. 8th house, as mentioned here, it is the house of windfall luck. On the other hand, it is also known as the house of death and accident. Okay. So basically, at the first look, at the first glance, you may find the natal chart complicated because there are so many information inside. And I'm just going to show you how we normally draw the chart. Okay, we start off with a square. And then we put in the line like this, diagonally. And then we demarcate the midpoint. Okay, the midpoint here, 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 here. And then we start to draw lines like this. And that's how you get your Vedic Astrology chart. Okay, the shape and the framework. You see, every house represents an aspect of your life. This is not exhaustive. Okay, below chart is just one of the many dimensions and layers. And if you are analyzing a company chart also has different meanings here. If you're analyzing a country, then you will have to have a different sets of meanings over here. That 10th house, for example, 10th house here, will then talk about prime minister or president. Okay. So let's just quickly go through it. In terms of lifestyle dimension, first house represents the nature, the physical efforts, the soul of you. Second house, talking about somebody's, whether you're talkative or not. More importantly, because we are going to look at money, second house represents family wealth. Okay, like whether you are brought up in a rich family or not, do you have good pocket monies or not, and eventually when you grow up, this talks about your own assets and jewelries. Third house talks about courage, short travel, communication. Fourth house talks about your house and property, vehicle, okay, last days of life. Fifth house, very important in this video, talks about shares, talks about gaming, okay, like even casino, talks about education, career luck as well, creativity, fine art. Sixth house talks about employment, your illness and disease, servant, bad habits, and also theft or beasts, pets. Seventh house is your partner, can be your life partner, your business partner, and he also talks about travel. Eighth house talks about bribery, whale money, dowry money, and as mentioned, also your windfall luck. Alright, it's also about how you die, accident, operation. Ninth house here talks about long distance travel, your luck, your guru, your mentor, pilgrimage. Ninth house is a spiritual house. Talks about also your postgraduate study, master degree, your PhD. Okay, religious activity, tempers. 10th house here talks about promotion, your career. It's actually your career house. Service, authority in job or in public life. Okay, basically it's your boss, your career luck. And how people see you from outside. Your presentation. Okay. 11th house is a very important money house. Because this is how you make your money. When, let's say you are in business, this is talking about your business returns. Benefits of all kind. Alright. And if you are working for somebody, of course, this is how you are remunerated. And this house also talks about networking as well as wishes. Whether your wishes can come true easily or not, you look at this house. Last but not least, the 12th house talks about jail incarceration, major sickness, hospitalization, talks about spirituality, foreign travel, migration luck. Okay? It's a house that talks about hidden things. Okay? So this is just one set of meanings. Okay? And if you're talking about lifestyle, this is the meanings about lifestyle. If you're talking about country luck, another set of meaning will kick in. If you are looking at body parts, then of course this one will represent another set of meanings. Let's quickly go through planets and the meaning. You see, in the study of Vedic astrology, the sun represents in our life, okay, you can look at the sun in your chart, it represents your father, or talks about the king, power, authority. Whether somebody can become politician, can become leader, looks at the sun position in your chart. Okay? Very importantly, excuse me, you have to know that sun rules the zodiac sign called Leo. You see, there are 12 horoscope signs, right? Every sign is ruled by a planet. You must remember this, yeah? Let me say again. Every horoscope sign, for example, Leo, Cancer sign, Sagittarius sign, Gemini, etc. Every sign has a ruler. And the ruler is a planet. So the next one is moon. So moon represents mother in our life, the queen. It represents our emotions. Okay, moon in the sky move very, very fast. It is closest to the earth. Okay, every 2.5 days it will shift a house. Okay, shift into a new house. It represents our thinking, our emotions. When your moon is not well placed, it can lead to depression or mood swing. Okay, and it also talks about the fluid in our body, hormone level. And ruler of the zodiac sign, Cancer. So basically, moon rules Cancer sign. Mercury represents communication. He is the planet of communication, media, writing, speaking ability, business acumen, intelligent. He's also known as like a little prince in the sky, in the universe. All right. And it is a merchant planet. It is a business planet. Besides being a communicative planet. It rules basically 2 zodiac signs here, Gemini and Virgo. Next one is Venus. Venus is actually a lucky planet. Mercury is also more inclined towards a positive planet, but it all depends again. Venus is definitely a lucky planet in the study of Vedic astrology. It can talk about money, represents a person's wife, girlfriend, romance, pleasure from luxury, sexual desire, money, banking, wealth, investment as well. It rules Libra and Taurus. Next we have Mars. Mars is actually a malefic planet. Malefic means evil planet. By nature, intrinsically speaking, Mars is not a good planet. Of course, it has both positive and negative attributes. Alright, although generally it represents malefic planets. Okay, it talks about fighting ability. Mars is like a soldier, like a fighter. It's your physical vitality. It talks about courage as well. It is violent, it can be aggressive, impatient, or it talks about your confidence level. Mars can cause a person to be very egoistic. It rules Aries and Scorpio. Jupiter is by nature a benefic planet. It is the biggest planet in the solar system. It is also known as the luckiest planet. Alright? So this planet is very important for our analysis later on. It represents wisdom, good teacher, luck and fortune, knowledge. It rules Sagittarius and Pisces. Next one is Saturn. Saturn is a malefic planet because wherever it goes into, especially in your chart, wherever it goes, it creates misery, discipline, structure, order, obstacles, delay, and disease and illness. Okay, so of course on the good side, it is like a discipline master trying to train you up, making you a disciplined person. But if it's a bad or negative planet in your chart, all right, it represents obstacle. Especially for anybody's chart, we do not like to see Saturn in your 7th house. Why? Then you have marriage problem, partnership problem. Okay, it rules Capricorn and Aquarius. The last two, okay, known as Rahu and Ketu, they are actually very karmic planets. They are known as the node of the moon. In fact, there isn't any planet known as Rahu and Ketu, but they are the nodes of the moon. So for example, Rahu talks about a planet, okay, a virtual planet, that has a head and no body. What it means is that it is a very greedy planet. It loves the possession of all the material things. Rahu, wherever it is placed in your chart, is where your ambitions are, your greed. Alright, your greed. Ketu represents south node of the moon. It talks about the rest of the body without the head. It has the opposite character of Rahu. For example, it talks about disconnection. Because you don't have the head, you cannot think properly. It talks about disconnected with the real world. Okay. So let me now take you through 3 real case studies. You see, these people, they are actually doing very well, my clients, very well in trading. And for some reason, and I know them, and they came to see me for Bazi reading, for Vedic Astrology reading. And somehow I see some consistent pattern in them. Why this trader, they are also trainer, okay, in their own rights. Why are they doing so well? You know, that's the question I ask. And I do see some consistent pattern in their chart. First one, he's a Singapore FOREX trainer. All right, he's only in his 30s, very young, very successful. He has made a lot of money, probably already a multi-millionaire. Okay, so he came to me because he want to forecast into the future about his business plan. All right, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just focus for the next 3 cases, yeah? Focus on the 5th house and the 8th house. Because 5th house, again, talk about stocks and shares, gaming luck. In order to be a successful Forex trainer, stocks and shares or option or whatever kind of trader you are, commodities trader, your 5th house must be good. Your 8th house must be strong also. Alright? 8th house is windfall. You need to have this connection between 5th and 8th house to do well in this business, in this so-called arena. So, look at this chart. Okay, he belongs to a Virgo ascendant, the 1st house. Virgo ascendant. And I'm more interested to find out what makes him a successful trader. So I aim at his 5th house and 8th house. Observations. Number 1. His 5th house Lord Saturn is exalted. Exalted means super strong. This is a technical term in the study of astrology. Okay, so let's zoom into 5th house. His 5th house, labeled with a number 10 here, means Capricorn sign. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So 5th house Lord means Saturn. And if you search for a Saturn in the chart, Saturn SA is here. SA is in the sign of Libra. Okay, if you pick up any textbook on Vedic Astrology, or if you come to my class, you will learn that when Saturn is located at Libra sign, it is at its best position, strongest position. It will manifest all its positivity, its positive attributes. It becomes very, very powerful. Okay, Saturn is just like, if you study feng shui, it's like a 5 yellow, an analogy. So 5 yellow, if it's bad, can give you misery. But 5 yellow, when it's very good, it gives you superb wealth. All right. Excuse me. So in this case, 5th house Lord is exalted. Also means his 5th house is very beautiful, very, very strong. Okay, so also means his gaming luck, trading luck, very strong. Then next we look at 8th house. Okay, so what happened is that second pointer here said that Jupiter aspects 8th house. Jupiter is lucky planet. Aspect means, let's say Jupiter is located here. It is actually a technical concept. When Jupiter is located here, JU, at the 4th house, it is also taken that Jupiter is located on the 5th, 7th, and 9th house because it casts aspect. Aspect means it basically shines at you also. Alright? So when Jupiter is in its original position here, now in 4th house, it also casts influence. It also shines at other houses. And in the study of Vedic Astrology, Jupiter actually casts aspects on 5th house, 7th house, and 9th house from where it is located. So Jupiter is located here. Let me recap. It will influence or cast aspects on 5th house from where it is located. Meaning you count yourself as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Jupiter influenced 8th house, or it benefit 8th house as well. Okay. And of course, it also casts aspects on 7th house. So this is the 5th from where it is. 6, 7, 8, 9. It also influenced the 12th house. So for this person, okay, Jupiter, alright, casts good aspects on 5, the 5th house, the 8th house, sorry. 5th position from where it is located. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then here also, and then here also. Alright, but what I'm trying to say here is that 8th house is aspected by Jupiter. One more, 8th house Lord. Okay, this is 8th house. The Lord here is Mars. Why? Because this is Aries sign. And if you check back just now the slides, Mars is the Lord for Aries. And in this case, the 8th house Lord Mars is together with lucky planet Jupiter. Alright? So, this makes him very successful. Especially in gaming, stocks and share, Forex. Go to next case. Case number 2. Singapore stocks and share trainer, also relatively famous in the industry. But of course, we cannot share the name. Okay, so this is a more mature personnel. It's a guy. He also belongs to Virgo. And let's take a look at his 5th house and 8th house again. In this case, observations. His 5th house Lord Saturn is strong. 5th house Lord Saturn. Well, this is Capricorn. So Saturn is a ruler. The Saturn is here. Saturn rules, if you can recall, Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So when Saturn is in Aquarius, it means that Saturn is in his own house. So Saturn is protected, Saturn is strong. So also means that 5th house Lord is strong. Okay. Jupiter, the luckiest planet, is inside the windfall house, 8th house. Wow, this is one of the best. And is in its friendly sign. Okay. 8th house Lord Mars is in Leo. Where's Leo? Leo is here. So Mars, which is the ruler of 8th house, is in Leo. Leo and Mars are friends. Okay, this one you will learn. Or you can read some Vedic textbook. Alright, they will tell you when they are friends, okay, they have strength. They are powerful, put it this way. So again, in gist, to sum it up, 5th house strong, 8th house strong, plus Jupiter, lucky planet inside this house. Very lucky in terms of windfall, in terms of gaming. Okay, one more. This guy is a USA stocks and share investor. He's a Scorpio ascendant. Alright, this is the 5th house. Let's take a look, observe. Huh? And this one is the 8th house. Jupiter inside 8th house again. Wow. Lucky planet. Big planet. That means big, very big, enormous luck inside the 8th house. 5th house Lord Jupiter. 5th house Lord Jupiter is here. JU. And is in Punavasu Nakshatra. Okay, ruled by Jupiter. You see, this is a very advanced concept which you will learn in the class. That in Indian astrology, Vedic astrology, they are crown jewels. The very precious part about this knowledge is about their nakshatra. Nakshatra also means the 27 constellation. So what they do is that in this chart can actually be further divided into 27 parts. Or you can say that every house can be subdivided into sometime 2.5 or 2 1/4 nakshatra. Okay, 2 1/4 nakshatra. All right, so go deeper. So this concept here will be covered in the class actually. If you want to read up more, you can just go and type 27 nakshatra. And the planets here, Jupiter, not only it is inside 8th house, Gemini, but it is under the nakshatra, the subpart, okay, that is ruled by Jupiter. The nakshatra name is called Punavasu. So Jupiter is strong, relatively strong in this house also. One more point is 8th house Lord Mercury is exalted. Not only 8th house is super strong by Jupiter, but the Lord of 8th house, which is Mercury, is here. Inside Virgo, inside his own house. And if you check any Vedic textbook, you will see that Mercury is exalted in Virgo sign. That's why this guy is Mr. Warren Buffett. So now, take out your own chart. Take out your own chart. You probably have already plotted your Vedic chart. And I want you to find out your 5th house and your 8th house. Not only that, find out the Lord that is governing it. And see where are they positioned. Alright? And if you, of course, you got any question, you can post under the comment box. Alright, you may also wish to put up your chart for discussion. So this is Warren Buffett chart. So let me go through this Vedic astrology program, if you don't mind, that we are having one that is coming up. Usually we conduct about 1 to twice a year, a 3-day program. And this time round, it will be on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd June 2019. So what is Vedic astrology? So in a very simple manner, it is actually a very established fortune telling system from India. And is one of the oldest form of very precise fortune telling system. More than 4,000 years old. Alright. It is superior system because it uses the real planets now that is transiting at the universe. And we look at constellations to predict your life, your destiny, as well as socio-economic events like Some people go very in-depth and specialize in stocks and shares, Vedic astrology, or medical astrology, country astrology, and mundane astrology, earthquake astrology, etc., etc. All right? Extremely high accuracy. Reason being because we need a person's date and time of birth down to minutes. And then we give you, very insightful so-called analysis going down to 27 nakshatra level. We need your country and city of birth so that we can find out the GMT, we can find out the coordinates to make this entire chart of yours very, very, very precise. You can even find out which part of your body carries a mole to that kind of level. Just a brief introduction. In terms of course structure, we have a 3-day program. First day, you learn the foundation. Second and third day, we talk about practitioner level, so that you can start to do analysis on your own chart, as well as we will be talking also about some IPO charts or stocks and share IPO chart of some company. All right. Just a quick show of past graduate. We actually started off this course when I invited Mr. Amit Joshi from India to come and teach. We started this course in 2014, I remember. All right. So every time we have many participants from all over the world flying in to learn. So quickly go through the pictures. So these are also, that's me. So originally it was taught by him. So currently I'm taking over the teaching job. All right, because I'm also trained in Vedic astrology and Western astrology. Okay, some of the pictures. Okay, very recent pictures also. Maybe you can find your friends inside. Okay, that's me. This was 2 years ago. We have many participants from all over the world. Some of them are also a practitioner and master in Singapore, from Singapore. Okay, many from Philippines, Indonesia, Australia, Vietnam. Okay, and they are also teachers in their own country. Just a summary of all the participants here. And this was last year class. Okay. So this year, the upcoming one will be from 1st to 3rd June 2019. Time 10 to 5. Singapore. Venue is at our training room at next to MacPherson MRT. Of course, all the details you can write in for it. Course material provided. Voice recording is allowed. Food is catered. And you can always come back for your free revision. Okay? So, you can visit us at this website. Or, to find out more about this course, please email myself or Mr. Lester, my program manager, at this email address to find out more about the early bird course fee as well as the course outline. Okay, we'll be very happy to provide you with that. And you can always come and like me at my Facebook or become my fans. Okay, so if you have any questions about your Vedic astrology chart, please post that in the comment box. Okay, and I'll be happy to answer them if you have any doubts. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a good day ahead.